Hey everybody, it's Magic Mike. So as I mentioned in my earlier video, I'm going to do a meatball and pasta dish for this evening. I'm just getting things ready. So down below, I'm keeping this basic store cupboard, corner store, whatever you want to call it. So I have one medium to large onion, diced, 6 cloves of garlic, some bay leaves, some basil. Fresh would have been nice, but don't have it. Now I have 2 tubs of my lady's homemade tomato sauce and a can of tomato sauce, just to freshen that one up a little bit. So basically I'm going to start combining all these with my meatball. So I start with some flavoured garlic oils, which I do myself. So cheap little bottles out at the dollar store. They don't work very well, the stoppers fall out, so you've got to keep hold of it. But we don't want too much oil in there. That should be plenty. And we put some onions straight away. Get them sweating off, just on a medium heat. We're not really looking for colour. Whilst the onions are cooking down, what we're looking for is a translucent onion. But now I'm going to put in a lot of black pepper. As I said, this is how I like it, so by no means any industry standard. And a shake of salt. Then give that a stir. If you think the pan's getting too hot, back off on the heat. Okay, we don't want no colour on here. Next we'll drop in our garlic. Again, give that a stir. Now the garlic, we definitely want no colour on that one. Otherwise it starts to catch, starts to burn, makes all your food better. At this stage, now they're sweating off a bit, I'll be adding about a tablespoon of basil. I'm just using that light out, straight out the stove. I like to get that in with the oil now, so it starts to flavour the whole dish. And the same with a few what do we call them again? Bay leaves, that's a fella. So just keep that sweating away. Right, now the onions, garlic, basil and bay leaves have infused nicely. In with the homemade tomato sauce. This was frozen, but I just softened that one up a little bit in the microwave first. And start that incorporating now. You can probably turn the gas up a little bit. Now the homemade sauce is warming through. I'm just going to add this kind of tomato sauce. Stir that through. Sometimes if it's a little bit too thick, you can add a little bit of beef or chicken stock. Not much, just to loosen it off. And a little tip I got from a chef a while ago, and if you really want to intensify the flavour of your tomato sauce, add a little bit, just a tablespoon or so of tomato ketchup. And my secret ingredient, because I like it, is a little bit of Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce. A good tablespoon or so there, and get that incorporated. I do have a secret ingredient which I will be putting in later once it's just about cooked. possibly 2 secret ingredients, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel and how the taste goes. And now the sauce is up to temperature, I'll add the meatball. Just make sure they get right into the sauce. Right, so that's all the meatballs cooked, everything nice, been simmering away for around about 40 minutes on a low heat. Now, secret ingredient time. Dark chocolate. I use this for chili too. I don't know why exactly, maybe somebody can message me and let me know. But that goes in, you melt that through. The taste is awesome. And then I also use a little bit of grated parmesan. I would like to use fresh, but hey, I'm poor. So don't need too much, just a small amount. Sprinkle on the top and just combine that through. Just adds to the flavour. It smells absolutely fantastic. Well, it's time to cook the pasta. So water to a rolling boil. A good pinch of salt in there. I will put a little bit of oil in the water. And throw in our pasta. Give that a good stir around. You don't need too much. So that's the pasta in the water, a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt, and we'll just leave that alone for 10 to 12 minutes. So another little tip I picked up, if your sauce is a little bit thick, get some of your pasta water. Just a couple of spoons, just to loosen that up a little bit. The starchy water helps. And for some reason, I don't know why exactly, but it loosens up the sauce, but it also adds to the flavour. Maybe it's the starch, I'm not sure. That's a lot better. That's pasta ready, so plate up time soon. So, once your pasta is cooked, I usually just put on a little drizzle of flavoured oil, a flavoured olive oil. Extra virgin. Put it on the heat for a little bit still. Just give it a couple of seconds. Just get out some of that water. And another little sprinkle of salt. Give that a quick stir around and off the heat. That's that one cooked. So, time to plate up, and that is, have a wee bit of pasta in there, each to their own as to how much you would eat. I'll just have that's plenty there. And we add the meatballs. It's a big scoop of each. It's always a good idea to not put too many on. Keep it simple. You can always come back for more. And as a final little flourish, just that extra little parmesan sprinkled over the top. Et voila.